Welcome to the Vision Board Workshop 2022. And it's about living your life by your own rules. So what will you learn in this workshop? We will look at why pictures speak louder than words. We will implement the Feng Shui technique into different quadrants. I will tell you about the difference between possibility and probability and how to set up the goals, and why the habits of consciousness versus the subconscious autopilot are maybe tricking your brain. I will share with you powerful exercise that is called I'm Enough. And I'm sure that after 30 days, you are going to see a massive results. We will also work on the doorway drill. So who do you want to be when you go out? And what do you want to bring when you are coming in? What energy? What are your intentions? And what are your key words? And of course, in this workshop, I'm going to share with you technical tips and tricks how you can create your electronic version, and then you can, of course, print it and have it in your kitchen like I have, and I will share with you my pictures as well. So pictures speak louder than words, and pictures can take 1,000 words to describe, because what you see, you would describe completely in a different than me. So if we, for example, look at this picture when the hands of parents are holding the feet. So I could either have this picture on my vision board, and that would mean for me that I want to manifest that I want to start a family and have children. Or it can be that I wish for my sister to have children and find a partner. So you, if you come to my house, you wouldn't know what the pictures mean, because there is a special meaning for me. And the same can be for your pictures. And that's why I actually like it, that when you have the vision board at home, your children, your partner, your friends, when they come home, they don't understand what is the meaning behind the picture. And why it's better than words. Like when you are walking around the vision board, your autopilot is definitely paying attention, but your autopilot is not going to come and read the text, especially when you are tired in the evening or in the morning. But it will always take the snap of the picture and remind you what are your goals. And on the vision board, I usually recommend that you are using your own pictures. So it can be friends, family, you hiking in the mountains, you doing some presentation. You can have there also some objects and key, something that has meaning for you. So it can be like dry flower that you got from your partner and it reminds you of the love that you have. Or it can be a picture that your children were drawing for you, or it can be something that you got precious from your grandma or your friends, whatever resonates with you. It can be even a leaf that you found in the nature in some specific place. What's also important is that this vision board gives you the motivation and the why you want it. Because as Simon Sinek says, if you know your why, the how to do it and what to do will come. You will always find the solution, but the motivation is key. And remember, motivation never comes to knock on the door and say, hello, I'm here. It's taking action. And you are already taking action now by watching this workshop and hopefully turning it into reality. So vision board, preferably you want to have somewhere visible. If you have a vision board that is related to your love life and relationship, you can maybe have it even in the bedroom. If it's more towards the fame and the goals and the purpose that you have in your life because you are changing your career, or that's your goal for 2022, then perfect as well. So we are going to create it according to the Feng Shui. So you know that every area has its energy, and it starts with the yellow color in our heart. And that's why the health and the heart is in the middle. So what's important is that you have your intention, your goal, and you are manifesting it. And every time when you manifest something, universe is listening to you, and it's basically like echo. It's like a boomerang. So when you, for example, say, but I don't have enough money to pay for Blanca's course, it says not enough money, not enough money, and it's going to multiply it. If you say, I want money, so it will say want. So you want more money, and it will make you to want more money. So you have to show to the universe like you already have it, and it's going to give you even more. And every time when there is this like intention and purpose of helping others or benefit for others, it's going to give you more benefit even for you. So show the universe that you have a plan. You just don't rely on it, or you are not saying this, I don't have, I cannot, but as it is. So every intention that you have must be in a positive phrase. And I have a list of positive phrases for health, well-being, and prosperity that I will be sharing with you as well as a part of this workshop. So it can be, for example, money flow to me from known and unknown sources. I have more money that I can ever spend. Yeah? So the universe will hear, more money than she can spend, more money that she can spend, and is going to send you more money. And that's what you can do in every area. And the second part that is very important, and I see that I used to make this mistake, and my clients make this mistake sometimes as well, is they don't really believe what they're saying. So they say, I would like to lose 10 kilos. And again, this is, I would like to lose. So make you to want to lose 10 kilos. But then they say even something worse, they say, but I would be happy even for 5. So you are confusing the universe. So you say 10, but you really don't believe it because you think that your ability and the possibility is only to lose 5. So you must really decide, and whatever you say, you must 100% believe it, because everything is possible. Yes, the probability and the time frame might not happen within 1 year, but everything is possible. So if you truly believe it, it helps you this dream to come true, because everything that you can dream and you see it in the dream, you can also have. What you need to do first is clear up the space for something new, for that new thing that you want. So let's say that you are after breakup or divorce. You really need to let go. You need to forgive and forget and let go. And it's not because of that other person, but because of you, that you free yourself. And the same, for example, with the job. Sometimes people are scared to get out of the comfort zone and go into the unknown. So they feel the security of having the money. And I was there as well. 10 years ago, I was working for 2 corporate companies. I earned more money than I earn today, but I hated Fridays, or I loved Fridays and I hated Mondays. And now having my own business, for me, whether it's Friday evening like now, or Saturday or Sunday or Monday, it doesn't matter, because I truly do something that I love, and I would do it even for free. So this is important in every area of what you wish. You have to ask yourself whether you truly from your bottom of your heart want it, if it's your calling as well. And ditch this inner conflict. So the inner conflict, it's the, no, but I want it, but I cannot have it. So if you say, I want Ferrari, but I don't earn enough money. If you really want Ferrari, and you know the reason why you want it, you will find the time, and maybe in 5 years or 10 years, but you can absolutely have even Ferrari, because sky is a limit. So on this beautiful picture, you can see the structure. So here in the right corner, we have relationship. And here on this example, you can see that you can put there some pictures of the relationship, and you can put there some quote that will remind you of that. So it would be creativity, so children, future, what do you want, what inspires you? And we will go one by one through them. And I will also help you to ask the questions. What's very, very important is the size of your success is defined by the size of your comfort zone. So whether you want to lose the weight or quit the job or completely change the career or get divorced or get married or have children, all this is going to get you out of the comfort zone. But only the pain and discomfort is the biggest teacher for us. So I invite you, when you are preparing your vision board, to prepare it preferably for all the parts of your wheel of life, but concentrate maybe only on 4 that really matter to you this year, and you would set up only 4 goals so that it is sustainable and achievable. So let's say that for me, it's love and relationship, emotional life, parenting, and career and finances. So I will share with you now what tools we are going to use and how to prepare. So in case you are going to print it out, I recommend that you go, for example, on Amazon, or you go to the shop and you buy this board. And you can have it in the, I prefer in the kitchen because that's a place where I spend most of the time. And before you basically print something or get the pictures, you are going to get this presentation, maybe go on Instagram and find some like destinations that you like. So for example, for me, it's going to Croatia and actually buying their summer house. And that's what I'm going to do this year. So I look for the pictures in this village of Brela, and I take some of the pictures from here. So how do I do it? I'm using this vision board in Canva. So now I'm going to jump out of this presentation, and I'm going to show you my Canva so that we really go into the details. So Canva, and you will click on the link in the presentation and it gets you exactly there, is a free tool, and you can also have a professional one. So I pay for the professional, but you start with the easy one. So when you go to home, you can search here and you can put, for example, vision board. And it will show you all the templates. So you can use any of these templates. So I found the template in here as well. You see this one because I quite liked it. I was thinking that I can even cut around it. So now I go to my designs and I show you how I have done it. So let's say that I want to concentrate on my health and well-being. So health and well-being is connected with the color yellow. And here I put the pictures of me. So what you have to do is you go to uploads and you upload media, and you upload it either from your mobile phone or from your Google. And then you have all your pictures. You have here, I have here my friends and where I have been hiking and what I want to do. So under the picture, you can write anything in the present tense. So I write here, I sustain bikini body, because I already have bikini body, but I just need to sustain it. I cultivate yogic lifestyle. And here is a picture of my lovely friend Vera, and we were going to a yoga retreat in September. I connect with nature. So again, with my friend, we are in Ticino and we are jumping, and I see myself in bikini. I see myself strong, and it reminds me when I'm next to the fridge that I maybe don't want to have the second dinner because I want to keep this body and I want to be fit. And here I am in the Czech Republic, in my hometown, Pardubice, doing yoga. I sustain long, lean muscles with ease. And it's not easy, but I say with ease. So this is basically the health and well-being. So you can use the templates for absolutely everything, because you can see that I created this template with different colors for everything. So wisdom, self-improvement. And then you can either print it, and if you don't like to have it structured like this, you can maybe cut the pictures around it. But remember also about the quotes. So now I want to show you that when we are here in this presentation, when you click on the links, you will find other instruments. So you will also need to, for example, use this TechSmith. So I show you how I do it. So if, let's say, let me move my picture, and let's say that I would want to buy house in Basel, for example. Yeah. So I look for houses, I go to images, and I look some houses in Basel. So maybe I want like swimming pool, or maybe I want whatever. Yeah. So you can go even to like real estate. Okay, let's say that I would want to have the house in Binningen with swimming pool. So then I take this tool that is called, it's like a capture or Snagit. And then I just cut this picture and I save it. And then I can upload it into Canva. Yeah, so this is how you can actually collect all the pictures. Another tool that I want to show you is the Brainy quotes. So let me put this down. Brainy quotes. And again, you can get like inspired by what speaks to you. So what? I'll show you actually here how I do it. Brainy quotes. I love Paulo Coelho, Alchemist. So I will write there. Author. So I go by author. Coelho. And here are, for example, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. And I absolutely love this quote because it gives me hope that everything is possible. So I would either copy this quote, I can tell you. So I copy the quote and I go back into Canva. And here I have different designs. And for example, here I have quotes. So I can click on it. You can actually see that I have it. And then I can just copy paste in here. I can save it and I can print it. So one is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. That's what Fatima is saying to Santiago when they meet in this book. It's beautiful. Read that book, Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. But now you see how you can create your vision board. And if I, for example, want to put all of this together, or I want to make it smaller, so I show you again, this is, for example, for my education. This year in 2022, I'm going to pay for the yoga teacher training because I will be registered worldwide. I'm also going to pay for the hormone yoga therapy because this is recognized by the Swiss insurance companies and people can exercise with me for free. Yeah, so this is on my vision board for how I'm going to improve. And let's say that I want to resize it and I want to create it as a Facebook story, or I want to have it in a mobile phone version. So I can do so. I can, for example, do it Instagram story, copy and resize. It's obviously going to change a little bit, but I like it. And then I can download it. I can even have it on my mobile phone. So this was the tip. And the last one that I want to show you is one look reverse, because in this workshop, I want to do a doorway drill with you. So let's say that I want to be sexy, but you know, sexy is a word that I don't want to use. So what else can that be? So in this, I would look maybe foxy. Maybe I want to be not sexy, but foxy. Yeah. So you can play with the words. So we go back to this main presentation. I put it into the presentation mode and suddenly you can see it again. So we covered how to capture the pictures in case you don't have it. We covered what you need to buy when you are going to print it out. We covered the brainy quotes, so you can see the powerful quotes that I'm going to use, but you can get inspired by your ones. We covered how to look for the synonyms that correspond with you. You know how to create the vision board in Canva, where to take inspiration. And now we jump back into our vision board. So we can start with wealth, prosperity. And sometimes people have blocks around money. They think that having lots of money means they will not have love, or that money is dirty, or they can never have more than their parents had. And that's not true. Money is energy, and we can have abundance of money, more than we actually need, especially if we are doing a good cause. And prosperity, it doesn't have to be only about money, but how you are flowing through your days with ease. And maybe that can be wealth in terms of knowledge. So if you have achieved some education and you are proud of it, you can put it there as well. Then we have a red part, which is fame. And sometimes fame, we can, connect with like negative connotation of like Kim Kardashian trying to be famous. But put it into the words of what do you want to be known for? So if you have a funeral and they speak about you, what do you want to say? Blanca was always generous. She was passionate about nutrition and how she can help women to understand their body. She was a #1 nutritionist because she provided enormous abundance of like information or whatever, something like this. So what is it you? Do you like painting? Kelly was known for this amazing art that sparked inspiration in students in every school. And thanks to her support, they were able to succeed in every area of their life. Or it doesn't have to be connected only to the work. Jane was amazing mother. She managed to support her kids in difficult situations. She was there always with them despite whatever. So find what do you want to be known for, what reputation, clarity, integrity. Let's look at relationship. And love, relationship, community is important for all of us. So here it's about receptivity and openness. And if you have a partner, like I don't have, so I'm single, but my aim for this year is definitely to find love, true love, or nice relationship. But if you have a partner, it would be very good to ask your partner, your children, even your colleagues this question: how would you rate our relationship? And please let them speak up and don't react. Even if they come up with something that you don't want to hear, just let them speak. So bite your tongue and let them speak. And they might, for example, say 5. And you would want to say, 5? Are you kidding me? I'm cooking, running, doing all of this for you and you rate me 5? No. You say, okay, what do I need to do to take it from 5 to 10? And again, let them speak. And stop judging by your own standards. And what do I mean by that? There is an amazing book and it's called 5 Languages of Love. And Gary Chapman explains that we all have different love language. And your partner or people around you might not be speaking the same language. And you cannot judge them based on your love language. You must understand what is their love language and how they are showing you love. So these 5 languages are words of affirmation. So somebody, maybe you are a person that loves to hear, well done, you are so good. You look amazing. I love you to bits. You are the best wife, sister, mom on this planet. Maybe it's from your colleagues when they say, well done, no one else can do it like you. So you need to hear it. Your primary love language is words of affirmation, and you can have even two, right? Quality time. Somebody, very often men, they like or they really appreciate the quality time. They want you to sit on the sofa with them, watch football, drink beer, and just be silent. But this is important for them. For somebody, it can be that they want to go for a walk with you, or they just want to spend 2 hours in the bed cuddling, whatever. When you don't have partner, maybe we talk about children. So what do your children like? Do they also like to play cards with you, or I don't know, ice skate or ski? Do they need to spend good quality time with you, or do they want to hear the words of affirmation? So ideally you want to find about everybody. Physical touch. Somebody like my son, he's 14 years old, but he absolutely loves physical touch. So when he's watching football, he wants that I come on a sofa and I'm massaging his feet. And when he is getting up in the morning, he wants that I come in the morning and I touch his hair, touch his back, and I very quietly speak to him. And the same when he is falling asleep. I wonder for how many more years this is going to last, but physical touch is his love language, and I need to speak back this language. Another one is act of service. And that basically means that, for example, I'm preparing this presentation here for you, and I don't have time to hang the washing or, drink the tea. And my children or friends or whoever would be here with me would pass me the cup of tea. They're thinking of me that I might be thirsty. And this is the act of service. They're showing me the love. Or maybe they will hang the washing or go shopping or take care of something that I cannot do right now. Yeah. And the last one is receiving gifts. So some people absolutely love receiving gifts. And this doesn't have to be very materialistic. It doesn't have to be big presents. It can be that somebody on a way to work will buy croissant for you. Or it can be that it's my mom's partner actually is doing this. When my mom has, for example, birthday in May, he goes to the forest and he will pick lily of the valley, and he will pick the amount of these lilies as that corresponds to the age. So my mom is now 65 and he really picks 65 of them, which takes him longer time. And that's what he brings as a present to her. So she knows this is like his language. This is his love language. He is showing her by giving her this gift, he's showing the love. So he might not massage her feet or tell her I love you. He will probably do all of this as well, but this is the primary one. Yeah? So understand what is the love language of your children and your parents and your friends and your colleagues, and you will be much better in giving them what they need. So we go back to the relationship. So ideally, you want to put there some pictures, and you want to put there your loved ones and maybe how you can support them, or like some phrase that will like remind you what is their love language, and do it for them. Creativity, children, future, joy, and inspiration. There is a difference between happiness and joy, because people are looking for happiness in the external environment. So somebody is happy when they can drink a glass of wine with friends and socialize outside. Somebody is happy when can like sleep in the bed. But joy is basically this radiant energy of the people that are always positive, and they see everything in a positive way. Even if you tell them, well, we don't have anything to eat here, just like really one old grapefruit. And they will say, I love grapefruit. And they want to stay overnight. And I say, but I have only this old mattress, or you will have to sleep on the floor. No problem at all. Nothing is a problem. They love everybody and they simply are joyful. and they're inspired by everything. So what inspires you? Who inspires you? What makes you to jump out of the bed and go and do what you love? So for me, it's, for example, yoga. It's nutrition. It's doing this workshop. It's everything that I turned into business. I absolutely love. And I get up in the morning enjoying that I will see the people that I teach. Children as well. So put there whatever you want. Helpful people, travel. What is your travel? And I can again share with you, for example, my travel and my goals. So let me see. I have travel somewhere here as well, I think. Yeah, adventure, dream, destination. So you can see that I already know where I'm going to travel. And it is now on my vision board so that I can prepare for it. So I know that in February, I fly to Peru. And I'm going to climb this Rainbow Mountain. So I put there the Rainbow Mountain. I know that I will go to Machu Picchu in March, right? Because I stay for a longer time. I know that I will go with my mom and her partner in September to watch the Northern Lights in Iceland. Yeah? So I have it there and I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I know that I'm going to buy a holiday home in Croatia in a village called Brela. So I have here that in May and August, I already bought the tickets. I'm going to fly to Brela with my friends and family, and we're going to view this house and then do all the paperwork around it. And I see it on my vision board. So what is on your vision board? Where do you want to travel? What is your dream? Because I always say, if this was the last day of your life, or maybe last year of your life, because we never know, what is the thing that you want to see? Don't leave everything for when you are 40, 50, 60, because maybe you will not get there. So, you know, you don't want to regret anything. So what are these like dream destinations that you would want to see in 2022? When we go back to the presentation, we get to the career. So again, this is a topic that I see with my clients very often. They are scared. It's these emotions, the fear of making a wrong choice. So very often you are doing a job that used to satisfy you 5-10 years ago, but now it's not anymore. Now you are taking a detour or going somewhere else on your path, and you feel that you want to contribute to the society. You know your mission. You want to turn your passion into reality, but you are worried to let the finances of the safe job on a side. And I would just really want you to tap into it. Like, what is your purpose? And take the courage to follow your dreams and mission. What is the life journey? Because there is a book, wonderful book, and it's about the regrets of old people. And you can find it. It's like Australian nurse wrote it, and she interviewed people just before they were dying. And they said, I wish I did the job of like that was fulfilling me, but I was too scared to change it. And I regret that I did not travel when I was young, or I regret that I did not say goodbye or sorry or I love you to somebody who they never had a chance to see. So again, reflect about your career and life. Wisdom. This is this blue part. And this blue part is basically the inner knowledge. And I would say that self-development is very important part of your life. Who you are and who you want to be. And again, why? So is this introspection. And there are many books and many applications that I recommend. So for example, there is an application called Blinkist, and you can read short blinks of books. So for example, in like 2019, I read 287 books. It's in audio and it's in German, English, so you can actually practice the languages. Or I am a member of the Mind Valley, and there are brilliant self-development courses. So reading, the knowledge is power, and then of course turning it into action. So as I showed you, I'm going to do, for example, the yoga face teacher training and the hormonal teacher training for certification. So that's, for example, for me in the blue one. What is it for you? Now we are getting to family. And family, children, friends, but it can be even community. So if you are living in an area when you are far away from your close family, maybe you want to join some community of like-minded people and just create new friendships. Because I always say, friends are like stars. You don't see them all the time, but you know that they are there for you. So building community, this green, vibrant color is absolutely amazing. So now we covered it all. Now you know what to do. And you know which areas you can work in, whether it's the intellect, so education, whether it's the spiritual life, knowing your purpose. Why are you here? How can you contribute to the society with your unique set of skills? Social life. How can you find a new partner, make new friends, career, finances, health? What are your health issues? What is bothering you? And what micro steps maybe can you take each month? And then you can even write the strategies around it and just having your vision. We did this exercise about the communication and being consistent in asking. So you can ask actually every month or every 6 months, and practice makes perfect. Now I want to tell you, when you are setting up these goals and creating the vision, what I very often see that people do. So we have conscious mind and subconscious mind. Conscious mind, it's what I'm doing now. I have to basically think about this presentation because it's not on an autopilot. And therefore, I'm not really thinking about shopping, dinner, dogs, children, nothing like this. I'm fully present in here. But conscious mind, it's kind of costing lots of energy. And our body likes to be sufficient. So it's using more of the subconscious mind, everything on an autopilot. So actually 95% of the actions that we are doing during the day are on autopilot. Yeah. So when you are brushing your teeth, it's in the same time, in the same way, the same time. And while you are brushing your teeth, you are thinking about where you want to be. But this is not good. According to the yogic philosophy, you should be completely present in that moment and concentrate only on the tasks that you are doing. Like this, you will be utilizing more the conscious mind and you will not be listening to the subconscious program. So the program is basically placed into us in the first 7 years of our life. So it's shaped by the environment where we live, parents, grandparents, and we, unfortunately, or sometimes fortunately, have this mirroring effect. So even if you are, for example, saying, I hate it when my parents were saying this or doing that, in a critical moment, if you are not present, you are going to say and do exactly the same things. I catch myself many times overreacting and saying the same phrases that my mom used to say to me, even though I promised to myself that I will never do this to my children. And parents also put into us the belief. So if you heard from your parents, from the teacher, from the neighbors, from the classmates that you are a loser, that you can never achieve anything, that you are not good at counting, you are not good at languages, you are not good at sport, your subconscious mind has this program and you might believe it. So even if consciously you know that nowadays you are finding yourself in a safe space, still the inner voice will tell you this. And how can you change it? So there are two ways. Either before you say anything, you stay in this present moment and you catch yourself what you are about to say. And then you ask, is this true? And you consciously answer to you, this is not true. And if you are, can hear there's some noise. And if you actually are conscious of this, you can reprogram it. And then the second one is that you get into the alpha and theta brainwaves. And these ones are brainwaves when you are meditating or when you are falling asleep. So it's, for example, this feeling like when you are sitting in the train and you are like drifting away into the dream. You are already dreaming, but somehow you are aware of being in the train. So this is theta brainwaves, and alpha brainwaves, it's basically like a meditation or really state of flow that I can be, for example, writing or speaking about this presentation and I actually don't hear the voice, the noise outside, and I don't start thinking about it. I'm fully submerged into it. Otherwise, for example, now I'm in beta brainwaves because that noise outside the motorbike scared me a little bit, but I'm going to get into alpha in a little while. So we get stressed by this perception that we have that is based on the previous experience. So if you were, for example, bitten by a dog, now when you see the dog, your subconscious mind already creates this chemical cocktail of the neurons and the hormones that were released exactly at the age where you were bitten by the dog. So even though consciously you know that this tiny dog is very friendly and it's not going to bite you, still you will feel nervous, your heart will start pumping. Yeah? So perceived reality and this illusion of what is stressful and what is possible. But you can, with exercises, shift this perception and you can practice daydreaming. So whatever you have on your vision board, that's why the vision board is so powerful, because you can see yourself there. You see yourself succeeding. You see yourself getting the diploma from the university, or you can see yourself climbing the Machu Picchu. You can see yourself hugging with your new partner. Everything that you can see yourself in, the brain and the body will create this chemistry. And that can be even with the exercise. So you can, for example, have on your vision board that you want to start exercising, but then it's raining outside and you cannot be bothered. But if you visualize it, how you run, how it's easy to lift the legs, how you are, I don't know, overtaking somebody. I used to imagine that I'm running with Ronaldo and he asks me, "Are you okay? Do you think that we can sprint to that tree?" And I said, "Easy peasy lemon squeezy." And I just like speed it up. And I couldn't believe that this is in me, but just the visualization. And you can have this funny visualization with absolutely everything. The body believes anything that the mind says it. And the mind doesn't make difference between real reality or perceived reality, because it's always like our imagination. So now you absolutely understand this. What I would also maybe recommend that you can try is, if you are not totally into the meditation, like sitting in a lotus pose and this, you can, while you are, for example, studying or working, you can switch on Spotify the music that is basically this alpha brain waves, because what the signals in the music, this hertz, is going to synchronize with your brain. So basically, even if you are now in a beta brain waves, the music will synchronize it into alpha. Yeah, so you can try these things. And what's very important is act as if it already happens. So when I told you, when you manifest to the universe, it must be in a present tense, right? I am a #1 nutritionist in the whole Switzerland. I am magnet for clients. Everybody wants to work with me because they know I'm going to help them get out of the vicious circle. Whatever, I'm saying it in a present tense. And here are actually some of the pictures that I very often show to my clients. And that's the perception, right? So what's very good when you, for example, have a fight with colleagues or with your partner or with your children, step on the other side and have a look from their point of view. That really helps to solve the communication. And then whatever is on your vision board and whatever you said that you would want to achieve, don't give up, because it's very like simple basically to say how to lose the weight or how to start exercising, but it is not easy because we are creatures of the habits and we will want to give up. But as you can see on the second picture, every time when it's getting harder and harder, that's when you are getting to the destination. And in the book, in my favorite book, Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, that I already mentioned before, Santiago is walking, looking for his treasure. And the alchemist tells him, when you are close to your destination, to the treasure, the universe will start throwing obstacles there and will make it extremely hard. It's only testing you if you truly want it. Yeah? So when things get hard, remind yourself, this is the moment. The universe is testing me if I really want it. And that's why I'm going to do. And you take the action. Here I have some inspirational quotes for you. My favorite mentor, Tony Robbins, is saying, where the focus goes, energy flows. And that's true. Because if you are concentrating on what you don't want, these bad things are happening to you. But if you focus on what goes well and what you are achieving, what you have, you are going to get more of it. As I said, you create your own perception and reality. It's no one else, and you can always shift it. And whatever you believe expands. And the law of attraction and manifestation, we always attract what we are sending from us. So we have some vibrations, some energy. And many times, you know, I'm, for example, not in a good mood. I don't have actually good vibration, but I need to talk to the client and they can sense it from me. They can sense that I'm not giving them as much energy. And for this, I have exercises that I, for example, listen to my favorite music. I do the daydreaming because I want to get me into the best possible energy so that I fulfill them and I help them on their journey. You can't give what you don't have. And here I would say it's like, for example, with relationship. So if you don't have love for yourself, if you don't invest into yourself, if you are, for example, eating the food that is a leftover after your children, if you help everybody else around you, but you don't do things for you, you don't love yourself enough. And then you actually don't have love for the others. You are serving them, you are giving them, but it's not the best out of you. And that's why the self-love and self-care is very important. And then last one, which I see very often, don't bleed on people that did not cut you. Hurt people hurt people. We all have met somebody who we believe was not fair to us, who broke our heart, who was not fair in the job. It was maybe colleague, maybe parents, maybe partners. But if you are carrying this resentment and the hate, you are bleeding on other people around you. You must forgive, not to the people, for the people. You must forgive to yourself for you so that you can let go. And this is a very powerful message. So when you are creating your vision board, I would say, think also about what is your level of self-awareness? Because very often, even what I'm telling you here, you don't want to hear. But things that we don't want to hear, or the things that people show us around us, it's our mirror. So even the bad things, what they do. I used to have this, I, for example, said, I hate how arrogant she is. And my ex-husband, it's ex-husband, right? He said, but she's like you. And I was like, maybe half of it was true. And I have to reflect about it and change my behavior so that I am not a reflection of what I see in that person. So it's very hurtful. We don't want to hear it, but maybe think about it. If somebody says you something that you did not like to hear, partially it might be true. And I would also ask you, are you judging yourself? Because very often we talk to ourselves in a horrible way, saying like, you are a loser. Look at yourself, the belly, the love handles. You said that you are going to lose the weight and you gave up again. You loser. You're never going to do it. Look at your hair. Look at your face. Look at your hair. So would you say this to your best friend? You would never do it. You would never say, you are stupid. Look, you stupid. You have done it again. It's a horrible language. So speak to yourself like to your best friend, because you are your best friend. Another thing, are you giving yourself a label? I hear this very often. But I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. I cannot go for a women yoga retreat. So you gave yourself a label. You're still you. You can do everything if you want. You don't have to label yourself as employee, mother, daughter. Look really into who you are and live authentically of what you truly want. If this was the last day of your life, would you do what you do? Is the answer yes in every area of your well-being and life, work? Reflect about it. And self-love and self-care. What can be your ritual? And it can even be that you go for a walk on your own, and maybe you are repeating some of these affirmations. I love myself and I respect myself every day in every way, because more you repeat it, your brain will believe it, your body will react to it. Or I don't know, going to sauna, whatever you like, spending time with your best friends, everything that you used to do 10 years ago, 20 years ago, before your life changed. Another questions for reflection. Courage. Courage to know who you are. And as I was talking already before, this mirroring effect of the people. And you are who you surround yourself with. So surround yourself with inspiring people that truly love you, and don't try to waste your energy going for a lunch with colleagues that actually don't care about you and you don't like them just from the pure politeness. Yeah. Which role do you play? Because very often we put the masks on and we want to be someone better. We want to look better in the eyes of others. We want to be likable. So even if we don't want to help somebody, we do it, and you shouldn't do anything that you don't like to do. And I give you an example of how I wasn't true to myself and how I wasn't authentic 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I was working in a corporate, and I just always, for everybody, seemed like a superwoman. Yeah, because I managed to take care of 2 small children and cycle to work and go to the gym and study the languages and having 5 diplomas and 2 university degrees and looking amazing. And they, for example, asked me, how was your weekend? I said, it was amazing. We went like camping and we were cycling, hiking, carrying the kids in the backpack. And I just gave them almost like an Instagram story with the Instagram pictures, how everything was amazing. But the reality was that on Friday, when I came from work, the children were in a bad mood. I had to prepare the luggage, I had to pack the car, and I went to sleep like at 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up at 6 and feed them, and they vomited. And then we were stuck in a tunnel for 3 hours. And then my ex-husband, or now ex-husband, at that time husband, he was cycling all day, and the kids didn't want to go to the swimming pool, and everything was like going in a wrong way. But I was presenting to people only the beauty. And nowadays, when I speak to somebody, I can say everything as it was wrong or what happened. I can be completely authentic. I don't have to put any masks on me to pretend that I'm even better. And very often, if you follow my programs, I share how I struggled with bloating for 10 years, how horrible and socially impossible it was for me, how I was overweight and how I was trying every diet, how it was difficult for me to break up from my husband and ex-husband to get divorced, move away, finish my studies. I went through many, many struggles. And only when I started to be authentic, people associated themselves with me, and I have more clients that I could ever imagine I would have. So I would also ask you, are you living the life by the rules of the society? What you are supposed to do? People say, we should get married, get university degree, have 2 children, preferably 1 girl, 1 boy, build a house, plant a tree, and stay happily in one relationship for forever. And it's not like this, because you maybe have an idea of what is your ideal life, what you would want to do. And you might be, for example, engineer, but you want to bake cakes. You can absolutely bake cakes, and you don't have to have children, and you can have 5 partners if you wish. You can have anything that you want for as long as it makes you truly satisfied and brings you joy. So don't live the rules by the society, and find your own way, your passion and your calling. So here is the exercise. I'm enough that I told you about. So many years ago, I paid for the course at Mindvalley Academy, and that was from hypnotherapist Marisa Peer. And she said, write on the mirror, I'm enough, and watch the results in 30 days. And I don't want to tell you what everything changed, but it really works. So I invite you to take a pen or lipstick and write it on the mirror, or on every mirror that you have at home. I actually had it even on the blender, microwave, fridge. I had it absolutely everywhere. And I also did the tapping on I love myself and I accept myself every day in every way. And it released any negative emotions that I had. So again, for your vision board, think about what are your talents, your unique talents, and can be blend. You can be a really good hip hop dancer and creative and really good at accounting. How could you turn this into the business or contribute to the society? And already create the image of yourself. How do you want to be? And then what takes you from A to B. So clarity is power in every area of your life. And now let's play a game. So I like this, and I have it on my vision board as well. And it's like a doorway drill. So I'm pretty lazy. Now I'm giving me a label of laziness, even though I'm a body toning teacher, yoga teacher, and I go for a run, but naturally I am lazy. I shouldn't say it like this. When I get up in the morning, I know that I need to go for a run or exercise, because I am not going to do it in the afternoon, in the evening. No. So I get up and I have to put the tennis shoes on and go outside. And sometimes it's running and I really don't want to go. So I have this doorway drill, how I want to feel anytime when I'm leaving the house. And I like to play with the words, yeah, and with the same letters. That's why I showed you the dictionary before. So when I go out, I want to be smart, sexy, and successful. And when I'm coming in, I want to be loyal, loving, and laughing. And what energy do you want to carry home and out of the house? And what are your key adjectives? And maybe it's only one word. Maybe it's, for example, only freedom. And then you can have this word freedom on your vision board. But if you want to play a little bit more, and this is how I actually go even deeper and how I explain it to myself. So what means actually smart for me? So it's like a sharp mind that I can do presentation like this with all the topics without memorizing it, but it's just in there. So I am sharp mind and I'm stylish, right? I feel good in my body, in the way how I dress, everything sexy. And this is not really only sexy, like to attract a man into my life, but it's even sensual and desirable and glamorous, so that I attract like a magnet with my energy all the men and female. They want to be in my presence. They are getting every word that I say. They're hanging on my lips and they're absorbing all my knowledge wisdom, and energy, and they're turning it into the action. I am inspiring them. And success. What means success? For me, success is that I don't have to go to corporate. I don't have to get up early in the morning. I can get up whenever I want. I can go to sleep whenever I want. I can work for as many hours as I want. I can eat what I want. I can work from any location that I want, whether it's Croatia, Czech Republic, France, Switzerland. I can be anywhere. I am my own CEO. So that is absolute success for me. And it's also that I'm rich with the knowledge and wisdom. I'm constantly working on this. And then I have lots of topic to speak about with anybody around me. So I am not boring, sticking only to what I eat, but I talk about the books I have been reading, about podcasts I have been listening to, about clients that I met, many, many things. So again, my mentor, Tony Robbins, is saying, success is doing what you want, when you want, with whom you want, and as much as you want. Are you already successful? Or what is your keyword? For when I'm coming in, I want to be grounded and I want to be there for my children because they are the most important treasures in this planet. Biggest achievement that I have ever created from my own body. So I want to be loyal, so reliable. I want to be always true to myself and to my family. I want to be loving. I want to give to all people that I love. I want to give them unconditional love, whether they are saying something nice to me, whether they do things the way I think it should be, whatever they do, whatever they say, I love them for that. And laughing. I want to be spontaneous. I want to be lively. I want to be entertaining for you, for my kids, because now you are in my house with me. And I just want everybody to be happy and positive when they are around me. So I would be so happy if you share with me, what is your doorway drill and what was the logic behind it? How did you come up? Or what is your keyword? So here is a beautiful quote that I actually have in my bathroom. And I also do tapping for it. So we can do tapping now together. So tapping is basically tapping into the meridians, the energy centers. And you can start on your third eye or in between the eyebrows with 2 fingers. And you say, today I refuse to stress myself with things that I cannot control or change. Then you are tapping around your eyes from the outside and you say the same. Yeah. Then you are tapping under your eyes, under your nose, under your lips, and on the collarbone and on the top of your head. And you can do it as many times as you want. So let's try it once more together. I refuse to stress myself about things I cannot control or change. And you are immediately going to feel great. And here is a beautiful picture, which I also have on my vision board, and it's Ikigai. Maybe you have heard about it. And that's how you can, what is your purpose? Why are you here? And if you think about like what you love, so what is your passion? What is your mission? What the world needs? What is your vocation? So what you actually have the education for or the skills that can also bring you money and you can turn it into the profession. And then there you go. So for me, it is nutrition and public speaking and yoga and exercise and spirituality and more. So this is my Ikigai. What is your Ikigai? I just so much want to know. And that's the end of our presentation of the workshop. And you have all the keys that you can think about, all the areas and all the questions. And just please share with me by email your vision board and what feelings did you have from this workshop, and mostly if your dreams are coming true.